Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my last November daily 2018 video. That's days 18 through 30. I'm really happy with how this album turned out. At first, like I mentioned, I wasn't loving it, but then I just really got into a groove and started enjoying all of it a lot more. So right now I'm working on pages 18 and 19. You can see I didn't really have the video going when I started page 18. It's some photos from a brunch that we went to with friends. I just added some One Canoe 2 Twilight floral pieces to the edges there to fill it out. On the next page, I added some One Canoe 2 Twilight paper with a picture of our cats cuddling. And I've added this banner that says "You Are" and then spelled out "Precious." And I left a pocket behind it because I have a ticket for day 19 actually, where we went to see Neil Gaiman, the author, speak, which was really great. So I wanted to include the ticket, but I also wanted it to be pretty, so I used some washi tape on the end of it, so that way it can kind of stick out and look interesting. And then I've typed up a bunch of journaling and folded it to fit the back of the ticket and just added a few stickers to make it pretty as well. You can kind of see here. Those are from One Canoe 2's Twilight as well. And now I'm just sticking it in there. It's starting to get really chunky and hard to turn the pages, so I'm using some binder clips there to hold it open. So yeah, the cats were day 20. So then we are moving on to the day before Thanksgiving. And I found this meme of Boromir from Lord of the Rings that says one does not simply have one piece of pie, which I thought was very accurate. So I'm just going to mount that on this blue paper from an old messy box and just use some white alpha to spell out truth and the day of the month and keep it pretty simple. And then I'm going to make it a flip up page because I am starting to run out of space and I want to make sure I can get everything in here before I have nowhere else to put something. So on the top part of the flip up page, I'm going to put a photo of the cranberries and the pie that Casey and I made. That's kind of our tradition, and watching some New Girl and Gilmore Girls Thanksgiving episodes. So yeah, I just have those photos and some washi tape. I'm honestly not sure how I wanted to organize this page, but I eventually get there. And the bottom part of the flip up is going to be photos of me and Casey with his family. So everyone was there, including his grandparents on his mom's side. So we took some family pictures together, which are very, 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 very rare. So I wanted to include them. The first one's normal and the second one's silly, and not very many people are being silly, but I just really like them and think they're very cute. I'm considering using this blue paper to kind of fill out the white spots, but I decided not to do that and to use it, a strip of it instead at the bottom in the middle in between the two photos. Just kind of making it up as I go since I don't know what I want to do. And then sticking both of those down. I'm looking for word and phrase stickers here. And there was one that says freshly squeezed, so I put that on the cranberries, and then pumpkin everything on the pie. And then I found one that says "You Are My Sunshine," which I'm going to use in between the photos of family. And I'm going to add a little heart there here in a little bit. I'm trying to decide how I want to do the day and how I want to do any journaling. So I go ahead and letter out 22 and add some hearts and some heart stickers as well. Occasionally I do a little flip up page like this just to make a little bit more room. I think I did one in my October Daily 2017, and I really liked how it turned out, so it's kind of fun to do it again. I'm going to punch a tab here in a little bit just to make it easier to turn and obvious for people when they're flipping through. So now I'm just getting some hearts to fill in those white spots. And to put next to the words there. And then I'm going to spell out truth on the top part of the flip up and put the date, which is the 21st day. I've punched my tab out here out of just a scrap of some gray geometric paper that I used in the album, and I'm out of tiny attacher staples right now, so I'm just gonna stick it down with adhesive and add some stickers that say Family Day. And then on the inside it says that was great, so I just add some stickers to both sides. I know this meme is always around, but I just think it's funny. I really like it. It's one of my favorites. It's a classic, if a meme can be classic. So now I'm just adding the sticker to the inside of the tab and finishing this up. Sometimes I feel like awkward amounts of white space make it hard to finish a page. Yeah, just adding a little strip of this blue paper here to give it some color on the top part. And then I'm going to be moving on to day 23, which was a day that we just hung out and watched Great British Bake Off with Casey's parents and did some reading. I was reading a book on hygge, and so I just did some journaling with my 005 Sakura Micron pen that says Coziest Day, Great British Bake Off and Books, and drew a little frame around it. Moving right along to day 24, we did several things on that day. We put lights up on our house, which was really fun because it's our first year in our house at Christmas time. And we also went to the bookstore and had a dinner out. I am going to start on the 25th, which is on the right side, and that was the day we had a blizzard, and so we had gotten groceries to make this stew and just kind of hung out and cuddled with the cats, and I did a lot of reading, and I think Casey played video games, and I think the next day we made cookies or something, and it was just all really cozy and lovely. So I'm just spelling out blizzard here, and this photo is of the cat sitting in the window, and it was such a blizzard that we had birds taking refuge in our wisteria plant on our fence outside of the window, and so there were I think there were probably 50 black birds just landing on our fence, so the cats were really enjoying watching that, and so was I. This sticker is from Stowe and Coco, and it says, if kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. And I'm just using my black alpha to put 25 in the corner. Heading back over, I have a picture of the bookstore cat at the bookstore, Dinah, and I'm doing some journaling there to stick in a pocket here pretty soon. It says, you are loved, and I just add that Snowflake washi tape again, which is from Echo Park. And on the back I just did some journaling, and I have a picture of the stew that we made that day. For the 24th, I'm just adding some tape so I can flip that photo up. And then underneath is a photo of our house with its lights. We add some lights to the upper windows later, but they're not in this picture. And then just did a tiny bit of journaling, and I'm going to add a circle tab so that way it doesn't flip up quite so much on its own, and put the number 24 in my white Kelly Purkey alpha. The black and white alpha on the right hand page are also from Kelly Purkey. I think I got them in a kit, but I think that you can just purchase them from her website as well. So I'm just going to add a heart to this little tab and the word favorite. as well, and I'm gonna call that good. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do now because I meant to leave that blue paper open as a pocket, and I just forgot as I was taping it down. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough room for everything, kind of puzzling it all out. I think this album had 30 or 32 pages, including the insides of the covers total, and so it was always going to be a stretch to fit everything in, but I really like how it turned out, and I think it ended up being perfect the way it is. So I go ahead and decide to adhere the two white pages together to make a pocket to stick that little card in with the journaling and another picture and all that on there, and I add a paper clip later on. But now I'm working with my last photo, which is from a birthday dinner for my friend Jessica, and it was just a bunch of us girls, so I have a picture of us doing a cheers, and I thought it turned out really cute. So I'm just going to add that to one side, and I actually change it to the left side. And then I decide to do some type journaling on the last page to encompass all the days that are missing, because I don't have pictures I necessarily want to share for those days, but I don't want to exclude them altogether. That floral paper is also from One Canoe to Twilight. And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun finally using that collection. I've loved it for such a long time, and I've been like nervous to use it, which is silly. I try not to save things like that. So I added the copper washi tape and a sticker that says currently drinking, and then a couple metallic stars and the date 30 up there. You can see I typed up my journaling about the end of the month and cut it out and stuck it down with some more washi tape there, and I'm just looking for something fun to go at the top above it. I like this little moth, but he's a tiny bit too big, but I just didn't find anything that I liked more, so I decided to turn him a little bit catty corner diagonal, and he fits better. So I like how that turned out. So I'm just writing in the bottom corner 26 through 29, and I'm going to add one metallic star just to kind of keep that metallic going all the way through. So I'm just kind of flipping back through, checking to see if there are any holes in some of my older pages. And I never decorated the inside of the front cover, so I'm gonna look at that right now. And I'm trying all these fun little cutouts, but they're too big. So I'm looking for something smaller and really struggling. I'm looking through everything, and there's just not something that I want to use. So I will show you that page in my flip through later. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.